Hello, I'm Lujo, and well, I'm gonna get straight to the point. This is the last episode of MechaniCrafters. Now, I had like half of this episode already recorded, but it didn't feel right to start it very happy and trying to do something when it's going to be the last episode. Now, I wish I could say that this was the last episode on my channel, but the thing is, none of the MechaniCrafters members did anything, or were online for a very long time. Oh, and I'm gone. And the world was gone. Okay, we are back. Which means, this SMP is basically dead. Kinda. Now, you probably saw the Rockets, episode that's also, or announcement that he's leaving MechaniCrafters. And well, I'm not gonna be that optimistic about things. It's not really optimistic. I mean, he left with a reason. I'm just ending this series because it doesn't feel like there's anything to do with when I'm the only one doing stuff. I don't think I'll be talking much more about it. There is different reasons why people didn't do much episodes or didn't do much on this server. But anyway, this is the last episode, and maybe we can do something. Maybe look at other bases, what everybody else has done. And well, I wanted to do in this episode a little bit of a prank, where I would put my face or my player head all around everybody's base. But I couldn't get this to work. This was supposed to be like a snowman maker. Like, this is a snowman, and the snowman can get killed by a witch. Maybe I can make this snowman so I can demonstrate it. So if we spawn a snowman, and if we name him, we need to name the snowman, and apparently I cannot take the thing. It's gonna spawn immediately, and did he name it? Yes, it did name it, and this thing should spawn a head when it dies, or drop a head when it dies. There we go, it dropped a head, and we can use that to do whatever I wanted to do right now. So maybe we can go around everybody's bases, and I can just put my head somewhere, because, I'm gonna possibly have a world download down there in the description below, so you can explore this mess of my base, or this world, if you want to, and maybe you can try and find my heads around everybody's bases. So, that's a little thing you can do. And I think that the world is kinda broken, because it's constantly, evening. Anyway, the first base is somewhere over here. It's Rage Plays, and he's someone who did most of streams, or streamed the more on the MechaniCrafters. And well, he had a nice base going on around here, and I think he did more in terms of create stuff than I did. Yeah, he has a mechanical crafter over here, which I didn't touch at all. So, he did, but I'm not gonna try and say anything else. Yeah, Rage Plays base is, or Rage's base is pretty smallish, I would say. And he's also one of the members that left because he has a lot of other things that he's doing, so he has no time for MechaniCrafters at all. I think it's time for me to hide some heads in this base. What is this? This is a skeleton spawner, right? Yeah, I heard some skeletons. He had a mob farm. Why didn't I know about this? I could have used this. Anyway, let's go to the next base. After, if I can fly. And the next person is Dubs, or BTDubs. And he had some kind of a dwarven team base going on around here. That looks pretty awesome. I was really hoping that this was gonna get finished a little bit more, because it was such a cool idea combining, create with a dwarven aesthetic. And, this looked like an enormous project. What else can I say? Nothing much. He had a lot of create stuff. There is a... This is like a furnace thing? Yeah, this was like a big, power generator of some kind. And there is my acacia door. That's not a door, that's chair. Acacia chair that I made. And yeah, I guess I'm just gonna leave a few heads around. Oh yeah, he had this big door that can open and close. So if I press this button, it's going to start and close. This is pretty awesome. This is awesome. Anyway, time to hide some heads. And the next base is the Lagard's base, and I started talking before I go there because everything is just going to start lagging when I enter this area. This was actually pretty good. It's not that laggy as usual. Huh. Still extremely laggy, you know, Lagard and his boats and his big hole, and the world is not loading. Oh, it's there. Okay. And Lagard is someone that focused more on the create mode. Look at this. It's so big, I'm losing frames. I mean, look, it's moving so fast. I mean, he's most known for his boat that, like, crashed the server. That's why he's called Lagard. And because, you know, everything just lags in this area. I instantly look at this furnace generator and everything just starts lagging immediately. Hello, drowned. I'm not gonna deal with you, you know. Anyway, Lagard is someone I interacted like once with on his stream. Yeah, I remember that I was on his stream. Maybe a few more times. And I was just doing some shenanigans, some stupid stuff, you know, just messing on about. And I was really hoping I could do more because I had some more ideas on how I can do some, you know, stupid stuff while he streams. But, you know, he didn't stream. Anyway, I'm not gonna talk too much. I'm just gonna leave some heads around so you can find them when you get the world download. And the next base is Blockus base plus spawn, because his base is directly at the spawn. And well, he is also someone that excels very much at redstone. And I really like this base, even though it's not that good looking. I mean, there is a lot of, you know, the work it should have been done to it, but I like it because it's very compact in terms of create mode, like automation, which is pretty awesome. I mean, he had this like farm setup, like iron farm setup that looks very compact. It like produces a lot of iron, and it doesn't look like it takes a lot of space. So I think this is pretty cool. I think this could have been a very awesome base if he continued doing it or continued on expanding it, but I guess he didn't. Anyway, I'm gonna leave a few more heads around the spawn as well, and spawn has also a few more builds. There is a random church over there. I think that's Harkey's. There is this awesome build by Ash, which was his starter base, like a steampunkish styled house. And there is a few more things next to my shop and some other stuff and a mail. Let's see if I got any mail. I didn't get any mail. Maybe I can leave. You know what? I'm gonna leave my head in every single chest. And I'm kind of short on heads now. I guess I'll need to get more later. Anyway, let me hide some heads in the spawn area. Now the next base is the Ampin's base. And, well, he had some interesting things going on around here. This was supposed to be like a wheel that turns around. I forgot what's the real name of that thing, but it's supposed to be like having a cart and turning around, right? Maybe it was some kind of an elevator that he planned to do. But, yeah, this had a lot of create stuff in it. And I remember he wanted to be like a best cook or a best chef on the server. And he did do ratatouille, right? There, if I remember correctly, there is a ratatouille, and there it is. And, well, he was one of the members that was also very interesting with what he did with Create. He did a lot of stuff, and I think he had a lot of different plans on what he can do. But, as you can see, none of them actually came true. But anyway, you know, this is very unfinished base, very starter-like, I would say. I mean, everything here is very quote-unquote starter-like, but anyway, I think I should just hide some heads around here as well. And the next base is the Pogtopia, and Pogtopia was pretty amazing looking, even though this is just the start of it. And as far as I remember, they wanted to make this spin actually, which is pretty awesome in my opinion. Imagine this like spinning around as you approach this area. That could look amazing. And well, they wanted to have some kind of a war with a berry cult, and there was a lot of stuff like that. But yeah, there were the guys that did a lot of create stuff. I mean, look at it. And also, for someone that likes like milk a lot, they're treating their cows very poorly. Yeah, English. Anyway, yeah, a lot of create stuff, a lot of things going on. They had a big plans that were really interesting. I really love this idea of like floating islands and a big base made out of this combination of blocks. This actually works really nice. Anyway, gonna hide some heads around here, and we are gonna move to the next base as well. Next base is Thomas Creations or Tamas Creations. I really don't know how to pronounce their name, but they also had an incredible style going on with these towers. Just look at this, like towers above the clouds on the mountains. And why is there a blaze over there? What? Why are you here? How did you... What? Anyway, yeah, this is a very messy base, and it had a nice style going on for it. And also, I think that didn't see them at all online after the dragon fight. Were they on the dragon fight at all? I don't remember. I just didn't see them online at all, which is pretty big shame because I think they had incredible plans for this area. But anyway, oh, I like this. Oh, this looks cool. You know, this reminds me of like ancient Rome or Greece, where they will have like aqueducts or something like that going around the town. This is pretty cool. I like this. I really like this. Anyway, time to hide some heads. And the next base is the Ashes base that isn't loaded yet. And well, this is kinda editing, Luya, because I noticed that this part of the video got corrupted. So I need to re-record it. And well, as you can see, I've already hidden all the heads. So, you know, I'm just gonna skim around. And actually, I forgot what I said in this part. Let's just start with... So, Ash's base. Ash is someone that actually invited me to MechaniCrafters. So, I kinda did hold a little bit of a special place for him for that. And, well, also because he was among the only builders, I would say. Somewhat builders. I don't know, we can include other people as builders, but, you know, mainly, you know, seeing himself as a builder, I would say. And, well, he did start doing this, like, steampunk-styled train station for the train that we were gonna have. That's how you English. And, well, it didn't get finished, even though this looks pretty amazing. He wanted to have, or he wanted to include every single block into it. But, yeah, nothing. Why, that's just clipping through the wall, okay. And, well, his base is a mess. I was already once here in my video, and I said that this is a big mess, and I like it so much. And, well, I had an encounter with this thing last time I recorded. When I recorded, and it was when I flew over it, it just pulled me in, just like that. It was a little bit more aggressive. Why isn't it aggressive like this one? Yeah, this is pretty cool. So here's one idea you can use. You can maybe use it is the, what's that? It's the funnel, something. This thing. What is this? Can I take it? It is the new nozzle to make some interesting, you know, elytra courses, maybe including that will just swing the player in all directions. And I cannot leave now. Well, I cannot leave. I'm stuck here apparently. Anyway, you know, continue back to the video and the next base, I guess. And the next base is Harkey. And I think that just the size of this mansion, or the start of this mansion that he tried to build, or actually this is just the front of the mansion, is telling you how big of a plan he had for, you know, this server. I think he wanted to house all of his contraptions inside this mansion, which is pretty cool, I would say. You know, this mansion actually looks pretty awesome. there is a lot of details in this, and this does look pretty big, and somehow it feels more like a Gothic church because of all of the glass, if I can speak English. And well, yeah, I don't think I can say anything else about Harkey. I did interact a bit with him, and that's pretty much it, I think. Kinda, we bullied Rocket together. Anyway, I'm gonna put some heads around here. And the last person is Rocket14, one of the members that was, I would say, extremely active on this server actually. He did a lot of streaming, and well, he did a lot. And I think that by the time this video is out, he also has his video out, where he has goodbye to the MechaniCrafters, or says goodbye to the MechaniCrafters, because of everything else that's going on in his life, let's say, and every other series that he has. So, you know, if you want to watch him, he has a Skyblock series, where he tries like a create mode Skyblock, and I think it's going pretty well. It's actually pretty fun to watch as well. Anyway, I had a lot of fun in this. There was a lot of memories of me just messing on about with Rocket, you know, just you know, messing with him, trolling him, joking around and stuff like that. And well, I'm gonna miss that a lot, actually. But anyway, I'm gonna hide some heads around here, and I think we can go back to my base and I can slowly end this video. And here we are, back at my base in an instant. Now, I don't think there is anything else I can say about, you know, this series other than it was fun while it lasted. I hoped it would, you know, last a little bit longer, but, you know, it didn't. And I also thought that I'm gonna do a lot more, but I didn't. Anyway, I'm not sure if other members are gonna try and do something in the future on this series. Probably not, but anyway, I hope you enjoyed this little series. This is the end of this series, it's like the final episode. I'm gonna include a little chest over here with all of my items in it. So all of my tools and armor are gonna go over here. And I'm also gonna put all of my, you know, contains of all of my ender chest, which I need another chest for, next to this chest as well. So when you download the world, you can have that as well. And well, you know, I hope there's gonna be more SMPs on my, you know, channel. Probably some with some familiar faces as well. Anyway, hope you enjoyed, and well, hope to see you in the next one. I'm also gonna do some other projects I didn't do on this. Well, you know, take some sweet rolls to sweeten the end a little bit. It's bittersweet. Anyway, I don't know what, I really don't know why I said bittersweet. Anyway, see ya. And if you're wondering, I hit 77 heads. So maybe you can join my Discord and share how many you managed to find while you were looking around. Yeah, link is in the description. Also, there's gonna be a create schematic for all of my builds in the pinned comment and in the description down below.